and welcome to another round of Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Forge FC 0, Club Atletico Independiente de la Chorrera 0 in the first leg of the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF League round of 16. Forge was the way better team. They were so much better. They were dominant. But Independiente parked the bus pretty damn well, and Forge could not find a way to answer. But at least they did not allow an away goal. So it's all to play for next week in Panama at Agustin Maquita Sanchez. With that said, the stats were as follows: 9 shots to 7, 6 shots on target to 3, 56% possession to 44% possession, 343 passes to 226 passes, 92% pass accuracy to 69% pass accuracy. Nice. 11 fouls to 11, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 1 offside to 4, 9 corners to 6. There ain't much to talk about here in the book. But Forge, for me, were the way better team. The first half, they started slow. Right off the gate, they started slow. Independiente had a couple of chances. I thought they looked pretty good, Independiente. I thought they were coming in hot. Maybe, I'm not saying the better team, but the better drilled team. Let's also say Francisco Perlo, very good manager. Very good. Bobby and Perlo coaching against each other. That was a masterclass. It was like a chess match. They're both very good managers. Both very good entrenadores. That was probably said really bad, but I tried. I think I may have fluffed that up. But, or director technical. That could have been French, maybe. Or entraîneur-chef. Okay, that's the French. I was about to say, I was like, did I just say French when there's no French here? I did, but at first. No, I had it, but Bobby Smirniotis and Francisco Perlo, both very good coaches. A big chess match tonight. The match was a chess match tonight. Both teams had their ideas of the way they wanted to play. Francisco Perlo, more defensively. Kai played defensively. There was only one player still on the pitch from that Toronto series in 2019, Omar Cordoba. And even then, he seemed pretty invisible. Like, I didn't really notice him much. Forge played defensively. Not Forge. Kai played defensively. They stopped Forge very well. They wanted the away goal. They wanted to hit on the counter, which they tried and had a good couple of chances. They wanted to hit on the counter, keep Forge scoreless, go home with an away goal and the lead. They didn't. It's a draw. No away goals for Kai. It's a draw, but that still favors, I'd say it's half and half. Forge did not play like it was a CONCACAF game. I don't think they felt like it was a CONCACAF game because they're used to going away and having all these Herculean tasks. This was one of the easiest tasks they've ever had in CONCACAF League. Playing at home against a team that they are better than and that they thought they could beat, and they draw, which isn't bad, and a scoreless draw, so no away goals. Isn't bad, but I guarantee you they're going to win like 3-1 in Panama. I guarantee it, because Forge is more used to going away. I think they had some sort of performance anxiety, especially at the start, to play for their fans that they have not played in continental competition for since 2019. It's been a while. And most of their best matches in CONCACAF, all of them, honestly, have been in Central America. Their best game in 2019, the away game against Antigua GFC. The away match, second leg, the draw against them in Guatemala. I thought that was better. They won at home, but they drew and kept them away from scoring to save that lead. It was a 2-1 aggregate lead. They defended it. And that was their best game of that run, I thought. And then, last year, every game, well, not Arcaí, but Municipal Limeño, Tauro, oh boy, those are some good games. And Kai's not as good as Tauro. I thought this was as good as done. But Kai fought, just like they did against Toronto. They're fighters. Their nickname is the Vikings, Los Vikingos. And that's exactly what they are. They fight. They don't give up. They don't quit. Their nickname is apropos. Kai. It's apropos. They don't give up. That team is a group of fighters no matter who's left, no matter who's still there, they fight. And that's a good thing. They are fighters. They play hard. They play for each other. And I respect that. I have a high respect for Club Atletico Independiente, especially after they curb stomped Toronto back in 2019. I've kept following them since that day, since that tie. I have, and I respect Independiente. They're a great team. I would say they're honestly my favorite team in Panama. Well, when you're playing Forge or Toronto, no, I don't like you. But in Panama, when they play Panamanian teams, the LPF, I want to see Independiente win. I want to see them grow their story because it's just an amazing story recently. Honestly, it is. Coming from a low level to getting to the LPF to becoming champions. The first time they're in the CONCACAF Champions League, they beat the best team in CONCACAF at that time. Even though they didn't win 2018, they beat the best team in CONCACAF at that time because still it was Toronto. So it is what it is there. It is what it is there. That was Toronto. They beat the best team in CONCACAF in 2019 in the first round. And now I know Sebo wasn't there. I know they didn't have Pozuelo. I know they didn't have Josie. Osorio was their best player on the field. Bradley was still a DP. Schaffelberg. I've always liked Jacob Schaffelberg, and that game is the reason why. He was amazing. He was the best bright spot in that game, Jacob Schaffelberg. But Kai fought and dominated us. Terrence Boyd put us in the hole. He couldn't get that away goal. And then the home leg, TFC fought. Guerra stood on his head. We only scored one goal from Jordan Hamilton. Omar Brownie puts it away in the 70th minute. Kai beats us. They go on to almost beat Sporting Kansas City. Now, if they would have played Monterrey, Monterrey would have beat the hell out of them. But you live and you learn. But that was an amazing run. And I wanted Kai to do amazing in that run after they beat us. No joke. I think people know that. I think people know that. Whoever came out of that Kansas City Kai tie, I was like, I think that's who I'm going to throw my support behind. Even though I know it's unlikely for both teams. I was like, you know, that was fun too. With that said, Kai are a group of players that love to fight. They love to play hard. And not physically fight, but mentally fight. But fight. They don't quit. And I love that. They are an amazing team. And Forge, they took a little bit of their own medicine. They took the spoonful of medicine, castor oil, whatever you want to call it, that Kai gave out. Now, they didn't allow a goal, but Kai, they did what they had to do. Forge dominated this game because Kai let them have the ball. Kai let them make runs and give away the ball so they could try to hit on the counter. Forge, as a mechanism of that game, looked like the better team when it was time for Kai to sit back. And they didn't have the ball. Because Forge didn't look good in the first 20 minutes. They started going into the game. Kai steps back. They try to hit on the counter, so on and so forth. Forge dominated this game because they are Forge, but they did not have the teeth. They had two great opportunities that they missed. The Wubens Pashis opportunity early in the second half, heads it across goal when he should have headed it in, and he had an open spot against Samudio. And then the penalty that Daniel Crutzen had, which wasn't a penalty. I thought it was a soft call, which honestly, ball don't lie. But Daniel Crutzen, that was a horrible penalty. He normally has nerves of steel. He puts that right into the keeper's hands near the post. And the keeper saves it. Samudio saves it. It should have been 2-0 for Forge. But they shot themselves in the foot. They could not finish their best chances. And those were their two best chances. They didn't get much else. Forge got stymied by Kai. And Kai was hoping for that away goal. Now, they did not get that. But when it comes down to it, they're probably happy with their performance. More happy with that performance than Forge is. I don't think that was good for Forge. Now, do I think they win in the second leg? In the end, they win 3-1 in Panama and win because they do Herculean tasks in Central America and they're going to feel like normal again? Yes, I do. Well, honestly, any win for Forge puts them through because no away goals. 1-0. 1-1 would put them through because of away goals. Forge gets any result, they go through. That's exactly where we're standing right now. So honestly, Forge honestly has the better statistical chance of going through, but Kai already threw a wrench in this one. They could throw another. And they know how to throw wrenches because they're like Lucky 2 from frickin' Mario. Sitting on a cloud, throwing hammers and wrenches like, hey, I bet you didn't see this coming. We don't stop. We don't stop. Throw, 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 throw. That also could be their new mascot. But like Lucky 2 with a frickin' Viking helmet on. See? That's a t-shirt. A yellow Lucky 2, yellow and black because of their colors, yellow and black. You could throw gray in there because that's also there. Lucky 2 with a Viking helmet on, sitting on a cloud, throwing frickin' hammers with a Kai logo on it because they... Hammers and wrenches with a Kai logo on it because they throw wrenches into everything. And that's an honor or respect, by the way. I'm not trying to crap on them. That's respect. Kai knows how to throw wrenches into things. So, yeah, of course I'm a little bit afraid that Forge may just screw this up because, honestly, as a Toronto fan, I know what Kai is capable of. Now, you could say, but they lost in the preliminary round last year on penalties to Antigua. Forge beat them before. At home, no less. You're right. You're right. That was a very sad performance. And Omar Brownie was there. Fajardo was there. With that said, and Guerrero was still there too. With that said, yeah, I think Forge does win at Agustin Makita Sanchez or get the result because even getting a result puts them through to the quarterfinals. But Forge is making it very hard on themselves. They could have easily put this game away tonight. 2-0. Play next week. But with that said, they wanted to make it harder. Because again, Forge loves doing Herculean tasks in Central America. And they'll probably do it again. But of course, it scares me a little bit because, you know, Kai. There's some history here. You know? And if I could find a Hamilton joke to make, that would be great. But with that said, I don't know. But they don't throw away their shot. Ah, that worked out perfectly. They don't throw away their shot. So with that said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow, I got a live and RSR for Toronto FC versus York United in the Canadian Championship quarterfinal. Toronto, you better not lose. I have faith in you. Don't screw it up. So I'll be on tomorrow at 6:30. You know what it is. Also, check out my Patreon. $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything's appreciated. Help support the channel. Be awesome if you do. Also support by commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, super chats on the live streams, putting this in playlists, sharing this with your friends because everybody deserves to see my analysis because it's great and I should be on TV. But I'm not. But we'll be there one day. You know what it is. With that said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you soon.